Hello everybody, it's time to do a taste test of the Ruby Mild that we brewed. Brewed it, I don't know, a month and a half ago, something like that. Just poured one. Now that on camera there, as I'm looking at that, that looks black, but it's not. It's got some nice tones in it, some nice colours. Have I got a torch? Bring it a bit nearer, see if it makes any difference. Maybe in bottom you can see. Is that any better? There is reds in that. And it's lovely. It's lovely. I did bottle quite a few, and I put maybe 10-12 litres on keg, which is what I've just poured here. This is the first one that I've had off the keg. I've had 3 or 4 at bottles, and I'm quite impressed with bottles, but I think it's going to be better off keg. Like I said, I did it probably 2 months ago, and there were quite a few of you who saw that video that messaged saying you'd like to see how it turned out. Well, it's turned out lovely. I just wish I'd got something to show you colours in them, a torch. I had a torch on here. Never prepared, never prepared. So it was brewed out at Homebrew Beer Book, the Bible, Ruby Mild. ABV I got 4.4. We were looking for 4.6, so I was close enough. 4.4, you can have a few without getting too smashed. And I'll give you a quick rundown at Grainbill. Now I did 35 litres. I would have done probably 40, but I didn't quite have enough hops to do a 40. So the largest volume I could do with what I'd got was 35. That's why I did 35. For a 23 litre batch, your Grainbill is pale malt 4.5 kilo, crystal malt 150 grams, chocolate malt 150 grams, and torrefied wheat 125 grams. Your boil is an hour. It says an hour 10, but I did an hour. Let's have a look. It's Goldings 30 grams start at boil, and Goldings 15 grams at turn off, and that's it. Protafloc at last 15, done. It says ferment at 22. I think I did it at 19 in my chamber there, and it's a Ringwood, an 1187 Ringwood ale yeast, and I used an SO5 if I remember rightly. And that's it, that's your recipe. It's a dark strong ale, has a delicious malty and chocolate flavours balanced by a light hoppy bitterness. That's what book says. And in bottles it took a good 3 weeks for it to really hold its head. Tasted fine, carbonated fine, but just holding its head it struggled a bit, but it's got there now, and it's not having any problem holding that little cap, and it's a very creamy cap. If you can see, very, very creamy. Lovely, just what you want on a mild. It's lightly carbonated, it's not overly carbonated. And rightly or wrongly, there'll be somebody out there that's telling me I'm doing it wrong. In the Bible, there's a carbonation chart, and I think it was 4 grams per litre of sugar, but I like a little bit of fizz in my beer, me, and I did them at 5 grams per litre. So if anything, that'd be, I suppose, carbonated slightly just over, and I mean just over, for what style of beer it is. But I don't like these flat beers, if you know what I mean. I just like that little bit of fizz. So I went with 5 anyway. And right, we'll get stuck in. I'm waffling on enough. Straight away you can smell that chocolatey aroma coming through. Not really a hop aroma, it's more a malt aroma than anything. And I mean, at the end of the day, you've only got, what did I say, 15 grams at flame out, which is going to give you any sort of aroma. So there's not a lot there. But it does smell dark and sweet and rich. It smells lovely. Right, cheers everybody. And it is a light bitterness, a very light bitterness, but it's lovely. And to say it's not overly strong, 4.4, it tastes really rich and it's got a good body. It's not a thin, watery beer. It really is. Really is a good one. Now, it's been a long time since I've had a mild. It must be 3 years or something. Why did I wait so long? That's all I can say. It is really good. Nice bit of lacing on glass if you're bothered about that sort of thing. Definitely got some rich, how can I explain, dark fruits, raisiny, even slightly bready. Not a lot, just a little bit, but a really, really nice beer. And that is the second. I've only brewed 2 dark beers this year. I did a milk stout, which was spot on, and then I've done that one. And it's not really a dark beer, is it? Darker beer. But yeah, lovely beer. Nice beer just to sit steady away on a cold night, like we're getting just lately. And like I said, if you haven't tried a mild for quite some time, I'd really recommend having a bash at that one. Turned out far better than I expected it to, and I'm really, really happy with it. So try not to make these taste tests too long. I'll be back next week at some point with a Homebrew Wednesday, a little catch up, I think, and then it's Christmas. So cheers everybody, and I'll catch you hopefully next week.